On this episode of the Nerdiest podcast, we're doing our 2025 year in review. We're going over all of the media we consumed, our annual gift exchange, some housekeeping for the podcast, and a bunch more you're not going to want to miss. Hello and welcome to the Nerdiest podcast, the show where nerds talk about nerdy things. I'm your host with the most, who's always sleep deprived, Mr. Nick Barrett, and as always, I am joined by my fabulous co-host, my ride or die, Mr. Jackson Glass. I know it's been a couple episodes since we've both been in the same episode, but you know what? We had some good guests. We got Andres Restart for Nintendo, and of course, Jackson's lovely wife, Amy, to talk about musicals, which was a really good episode. So if you haven't listened to it, go check it out. But today, we're ending the year, ending the podcast season as we always do with our 2025 year in review. We're going to be talking movies, shows, games, gift exchange, housekeeping for the podcast, all kinds of stuff. We got some hot takes and it's going to be great. You're going to want to stick around. Now, if you're just, if you just want to hear about games, it'll be timestamped. Do you want to hear about shows? It's going to be timestamped. Movie, timestamped. All going to be timestamped down below, so you can skip around and listen to what you want. But I do advise you to listen to the whole episode because it's probably going to be really good.
It's all encompassing.
One of my favorite episodes that we do every year, and I know it's one of Jackson's favorites, so you're going to want to stick around. But before all of that, Jackson, how have you been? It's been a hot minute.
Wow. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I want you guys to know that we genuinely always miss recording together when we don't get to. So thank you for listening to our last episode. We just had such a wonderful time. Me and Amy just breaking down musicals. That was a great time. Thank you to Andres Restart for subbing in for me that one time. But it just doesn't feel right when we're not here together. It just doesn't feel like the Nerdiest podcast. So I'm very happy to be here. Year in Review is always one of my favorites. It's just been a really wild year for a lot of different reasons. Just a lot has happened. I got married. You got engaged.
Yep. Isn't that crazy?
We watched the Minecraft movie. I mean, just like incredible things. And I'm so happy to recap here. So yeah, I really have not been up to a lot. I did finals, passed all the classes. God bless America. Yeah, passed classes and just happy to be here. Been at work, been working on a lot of cool stuff. Currently working on my capstone film that I'm really excited about. More info on that later. Been doing some behind the scenes YouTube stuff that I'm excited about. Yeah, just been good time prepping for Christmas. Kind of crazy. Christmas just a week away. Yeah,
I mean, it's Christmas week when this episode comes out.
It's Christmas week.
Is days away.
Isn't that crazy?
This is our gift to you. I think this is...
Merry Christmas.
I should have gone back and fact-checked this. I think this might be the latest we've put out the year in review.
Really? It doesn't feel that late.
Usually it's been like... You know what? Actually, I can search Spotify for year in review keyword and pull it up that way. But I feel like it's usually like that second week of December. It's never the third week. Or like the week of Christmas.
Because we recorded last year's year in review right after my birthday. Remember that? Because we did it in person.
Yep.
Because I was there for my birthday. And it was my birthday, which is no longer my birthday. It is the 1 year anniversary of when we ate Chili's and watched the Daft Punk movie in theaters.
Absolute cinema.
That is all. I had a wonderful birthday. It was great.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Mr. Nick. How are you? Tell me about our years in review. Tell me how are you?
I'm good. So, 2021 year in review, December 27th, 2021.
Wow.
2022 year in review, December 26th, 2022. 2023 year in review, December 18th, 2023. And then 2024, December 16th, 2024. So this one coming in on the 22nd, I believe. I think
this
that's
is the
Monday.
second latest.
Yeah. So it's like the third latest. But I guess we really just like, but that was also back when I feel like we didn't have we were not as diligent about the schedule on those first
we were
two.
not.
We were
It
kind of
was
like,
just
yeah, it can
just
come
put
out
it
like
out.
end of the month.
Right, just put it out. Who cares?
So aside
Which
from
is
that,
so funny. You know what's interesting is I feel like people care more about like wrapping up the year and like the year in review stuff. I feel like they care more about it like mid-December than on actual New Year's.
no, you're right, because on New Year's you're ready to move on to the next thing. Like you're ready
Right.
to cycle on.
Right.
So
like Spotify Wrapped and stuff comes out in like late November. And you're like, yeah, this is the year. And I'm like, dude, there's a whole month left.
you know
which is
who
just
understands
proof.
this?
Proof.
Nintendo. Because
Yeah.
Nintendo said their year in review is not dropping until January. So it is like a January to December.
Yeah, that's what
Like,
I'm saying.
It's actually
this just
good.
further proves my point that December's not real. And it's just this purgatory where we get to eat whatever we want. We get to, not go to work. We get to just have Christmas parties. I'm just saying, prove me wrong.
Yeah, you know what? I'll let you have it. What have I been up to? Well, I don't know. It's been a lot. A lot has gone on. Really just working on content, and I have officially, as of now, like wrapped. I know I said this on my live stream last week. I was like, oh, I'm done after this stream. Like, that's it. No more new content. And then I got home from work on Monday, and I was like, you know what? I can crank out 2 shorts. I can do it. And I did.
I could do it. Wouldn't be hard.
As of now, I am officially wrapped with Nick with no K for the year. So now I'm like starting to spend the next couple weeks working on like what's coming out in January, February, March, so on and so forth. So working on all of that. I will have content totals for you,
I'm
Jackson,
so excited
and the
to hear
audience,
it.
just to
So
get a
excited.
snapshot of how much content I've made this year. Because spoiler alert, it's a lot. So
I'm excited.
I am also very excited about that because I put it all together today and I was like, oh, I didn't realize how much I did.
That's cool.
Because I never give myself enough credit for like how much content I actually make
Right.
every year between like myself and the podcast. So I was like, you know what? Let's put it all in perspective.
Right.
And I'll let you.
I
I'll let you guess.
I
too.
could like attempt to do that, but so much of my stuff is scattered. Where it's
Right.
like I did 6 YouTube videos, and then I did this many videos at work, and then I did 6 videos for this person and this video for this class, and then so like I would have to like scrub through my computer really hard to figure that out. So maybe next year I can have a more solidified content recap. But
Oh, I
yeah,
hate
before
that.
we what happened?
YouTube changed their UI again.
Oh, gross. Okay, so before we get into that, we do have a couple housekeeping things, all things that we are incredibly excited about, I will say. I think that 2026 is going to be an incredible year for the podcast. And so, before we get into stuff, we just want to make sure as many people heard this as possible, so it's on the front end. I'm going to start with the bad news. And that is, it's bad news and good news. So bad news is that Spotify as a platform will no longer have video on it. So if you're watching on Spotify and you watch the video on the Spotify app, starting 2026, we're not going to be uploading video to Spotify. Reasoning for that is that we are switching distribution services. We're pulling away from Spotify for creators, which if any of you are aspiring podcasters, I will just say like Spotify for creators is really, really great way to start out. And it's a really great way to kind of test the waters of podcasting and get into publishing without throwing all your money in a hole. Because you're just starting out and you don't want to, pay $20 friggin' a month for something. But we are going on season 7 now or 8.
No, 8. I think.
Let
me check.
I think it's 7.
I should know.
No, we're going into 8.
In
This
7
is season
right
7.
Now. This is the season 7
Yes.
finale. Season 8
Great.
starts in January.
So now that we're going into season 8 and we've been doing it for a while, a lot of the tools on Spotify for podcasters we feel like are holding us back. Also, if I can just be incredibly blunt, Spotify can bite me, and I hate Spotify. Just like biblical level of hate towards Spotify. Lord, forgive my heart. I hate Spotify. They are just genuine. Like, ask me about it if you're curious. Hate them. They are super pro AI. They con small artists all the time. As a small artist, I hate that. I hate their UI. Everyone disagrees with that. I hate their UI. All this stuff. And then Spotify Wrapped, like, we're going to read our Wrapped numbers, but also, like, their data is very inconclusive. I don't feel like their analytics on the Spotify for Creators app is super accurate. And we're, like, a little suspicious about them suppressing our show to other platforms. And so, essentially, if you are starting out podcasting, Spotify for Podcasters is great, but we are moving past that to a point where we would like to move to a different distribution service. So that means that video will exclusively be on YouTube, but that's the bad news. Good news is that if you are a YouTube watcher / listener, if you're a YouTube enjoyer, which we know a lot of our huge part of our audience is on YouTube now, is we will be bringing back the Nerdiest After Show. Now, if you were unaware, the Nerdiest After Show was our Patreon exclusive show that was essentially bonus episodes for any loyal supporters that felt like they just really wanted to support that and really just wanted to give back in a way. And so the after show will be returning with YouTube memberships going live January 1st. Thank you very much. So if you are a loyal listener of the Nerdiest podcast and you just can't get enough, I mean, this is a small production. It is literally just us that does all the planning, recording, editing, uploading, everything. It is just us. And so if you're a big fan of that and you just can't get enough, then the Nerdiest After Show will be there for tiers, in which Nick will explain to you now.
Okay, thanks for passing it off. I was like, when is he going to just, like, baton pass? So let me offer some clarity here. So
yes,
the Nerdiest After Show, what I will call season 1, is currently airing on YouTube at a bi-weekly pace. I think that's going to speed up after this episode comes out, just so that we can get all of them out before the new episodes come out. And those will always be free. Those will always be like just public videos on YouTube, because they're the older seasons just wanted to get the content out there. And that's kind of, we said as much at the beginning of like every episode. We recorded a little bit for that. So those will always be free. They're not like going to suddenly disappear behind a paywall. Like, so that is that about that. Now, new episodes of the After Show will return monthly, and we're not like, the content itself, I think, is going to be a very month-to-month basis. It might be more news-focused one month, might be the movie club the next month, like just kind of playing it by ear, but it is a bonus episode for those who would want to support us. Now, Jackson did mention YouTube memberships and tiers. Let me tell you guys a little bit about that. So, to keep things really nice, really simple, solidified, no confusion, there's only one membership tier. And it's $5 a month. That is all we're doing. And it is essentially a tip jar. It is a, you like us, you like the content, you want to support us. You can, join our membership for $5 a month, and you get, obviously, the loyalty badges, member shout-outs at the end of every episode. We'll take time to thank you guys, because, like Jackson said, it is a fully independent production, and there are things that we want to do next year that do have a cost associated with them, like switching distribution platforms. Like, the way we have it set up, the first 6 months will be free, but after that we have to start paying for it. So like, those are things that, like, all of your membership and all of your ad revenue comes back to us, and then it goes right back into the show. Like, we're not pocketing any of this. That's what our personal channels are for. So all of the money, like, brought in through memberships and super chats on live streams and all that stuff is going back into the show to help pay for all of that. So like I said, loyalty badges, member shout outs, and then the two biggest ones that I think are really cool is you get early access to new episodes. So like, normally we record on Fridays, and the episode is done probably Saturday afternoon. So anytime from Saturday afternoon to Monday morning, early access for members. Now, you might think that's not that big a deal. I can wait till Monday. That's cool. But guess what? what if we have to what if we have to pre-record? What if we have to do that? You might get access to an episode 2 weeks early, a week early. So like you will get early access to episodes, and then of course the Nerdiest After Show is included, and that's kind of what we have set for now. That might get a little more added to it in the future as our capacity and our ability to do more expands. So like maybe we'll add member only live streams at some point. Like I don't know, there's other stuff that could be added into that.
Right.
So but for right now this is just what we have. So, and obviously it's all optional. I don't want anyone to think like you have to do this or we're gonna quit.
Right.
Like it's all optional. We do appreciate the support a lot. It does go a long way in helping to cover, expenses for distribution, and we're looking into getting, new recording software. We always need new cameras and lights and all that kind of stuff. So having you guys support the content that you like and the creators that you like is very helpful. So that will be up January 1st. And you guys can join that. And obviously we'll shout it out in, the first episode of next year too. But it will be there for those who want it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Which I'll also, just for clarity's sake, like, just to double down, like, we are not going anywhere. We are still here. The Nerdiest podcast is still free. We will be releasing bi-weekly until further notice, probably until I die.
Yeah, that seems about right.
And so we will be bi-weekly for free on your favorite platforms. But, we're really excited to grow, and we're really excited for what the year has. And we're just so incredibly thankful for how many of you guys have been loyal with us through this time. And being a small creator is not easy. It requires a lot of hard work and dedication that just isn't for the faint of heart. And so we're really, really thankful. Like, it makes it a million times easier when you guys are engaged. We just feel so connected to you guys, and we really appreciate it. So if that is something you'd like to do, go to YouTube January 1st, become a member. You get exclusive content on top of the regular content. So thank you so much. That is all our housekeeping.
I'm just going to throw this out there.
One more thing.
Because I feel like I should grandstand a little bit. This is obvious. This podcast, not only will it always be free, except for the after show. That's paid because that's extra content. You will still get your 2 or 3 episodes every month that are normal, and, the topics are all the same stuff we would talk about normally. No AI here, though.
No AI.
No generative AI here. We're good. We take pride in being real people. So as more AI music and videos and content floods into your feed, just know that we believe you can have artificial intelligence, but we believe in genuine stupidity. So we will always be here with our bad takes, and we can assure you that these bad takes are human. And
they're gonna get worse.
So they will get worse. Just wanted to put that out there. It's like everyone's like, oh, AI bad. And I'm like, I feel like we shouldn't have to make a statement, but just putting it on record, like,
just by the way.
Which,
all right. So 2025 year in review. We will be talking about games, shows, movies, and also be having a conversation, I think specifically about movies, because that's kind of our main thing here. But games, Nick, tell me about your 2025 games. I know there's not a whole lot to talk about for both of us, but we felt like it was worth mentioning. So,
you know what, man? You know what came out this year?
What came out this year?
The Nintendo Switch 2 family of systems. And by family of systems, I mean just the Nintendo Switch 2. So that has taken up a lot of my game time. What did I play this year? I finished Persona 3 Reload. I know I said in the first episode, like in our what we're hyped for, that was one of the things I was looking forward to, was doing that and just getting it done, and I did. I also played all but one of these on Switch 2. Epic Mickey Rebrushed, which was really good. Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected, which was also really good. Slay the Princess, I did not play on Switch 2. I played it on Steam, but it was really good. And I actually want to go back and play it again because it's a choose your own adventure kind of game in a way.
Yeah.
So I don't know how else to describe it. It's kind of like a visual novel, but it has a lot more choose your own adventure in it than your typical visual novel, and it was really good. So also played Donkey Kong Bonanza. That was incredible. And Mario Kart World, which, you know what? I'm going to say it. I like Mario Kart World. I think it's fun. I don't think it's like the greatest Mario Kart game ever. I also think there's a lot of content that's lacking in terms of tracks and carts and characters. Like, I do think there's more content to be added, but for what it is, I genuinely enjoy it. I'm currently still working my way through Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I haven't had a ton of time to sit down and do that, but hopefully I will over the next 2 weeks, just as we, kind of barrel towards the new year. Yeah. And then I think that's it. I've played a lot of Fortnite. Like, we got K-pop Demon Hunters in Fortnite. Baby. We got Ninjago in Fortnite. Dude.
Crazy year for Fortnite.
Big year for my wallet getting emptied out by Fortnite.
Can someone please make the Time magazine cover, but the person of the year is just Fortnite? As a whole, not even the Fortnite guy, just Fortnite. As a whole is the person of the year.
Battle Pass. Trying to think if there's anything else game related. I played a little Minecraft. But not as much as I probably want to. I really want them to do a Switch 2 version of Minecraft, because Minecraft on Switch runs like dog water.
Yeah.
So I really need them to update that. But I think other than that, it's just been enjoying Switch 2.
That's good.
Really, I dove back into Tears of the Kingdom for a little bit because they had the new update, and that was really cool. I'm really enjoying Switch 2, and I feel like next year I'll have a lot more to say about it because I'll have a full year with it, and there's a lot more games coming next year, like Final Fantasy VII, and they just announced Dispatch is coming to Switch 2, or it's coming to Switch and Switch 2. So stuff like that where this is really exciting. I can't wait to see that come over. They talked about Starfield coming over. There's all kinds of stuff that I'm like, dude, next year is going to be a good year. So yeah, I think that's really all I have.
And we've been saying this. That Switch 2 was gonna start rocky, and then just once all the games were coming out, it was over, and that it was just gonna be the best console ever made. So
yep,
2026 will be the year of the Switch 2, I would say.
It will,
because it'll probably be the year that I'm gonna get one. Ayo!
We can finally do a Mario Kart stream together,
dude. I gotta practice.
No, it's okay. I'm not very good either.
Dude, for games, listen, I am so clocked out of the game scene right now, and I'm just not, that's just not the stage of life that I'm in. And maybe next year I'll graduate and I'll be like, oh yeah, video games are fun again when, you're not using them to distract you from 15 other things you're supposed to be doing.
No, you won't. You'll full-time on content like I do.
Oh, you know me too well. And so I think really the only games I've played this year are the same games I always play, and that's Fortnite and Minecraft. And dude, listen, you can dog on Fortnite all you want. It's still so much fun. And I think, honestly, we're just playing for the chaos at this point, because it's just what is next for Fortnite? You cannot predict what they're adding to Fortnite next, because it's so off the wall and it's so entertaining, and it's usually really high quality. It's genuinely a fun game to play. So yeah, there's that. Minecraft, you can't go wrong with Minecraft. My family has been playing on this big server that we really love, and so literally, I kid you not, I was at work yesterday, and I almost sent you a picture. I was at work yesterday, and I was like, well, I have 30 minutes for lunch. And I was like, I don't really know. I'll eat, but you don't need 30 minutes to eat. I don't know. I can eat in 10. And I high-key whipped out my laptop and played Minecraft for 30 minutes on my lunch break, while I had a fajita bowl over here, and I was like, this is sick. I was like,
this is the
never let anyone tell you that something will not fly in the real world, because the real world does not care. They do not care. So yeah,
That's
I
so
also like started playing. Well, I say started. I've gotten most of the way through another playthrough of Breath of the Wild this year. Just because Breath of the Wild genuinely is, I think, one of the best games ever made. So I really enjoyed that this year. I played some Mario Wonder, but like not a huge year for games for me, unfortunately. So yeah, that's that about that. Fortnite and Minecraft. So yeah, I think we're ready to talk about shows.
Shows. Ooh.
And you have a lot. You have a good bit of shows.
Oh, I get to give you my updated number of how many episodes of One Piece I've watched.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I went back and I listened to our what we're hyped for in 2025 last night, and I
Right.
made a couple notes. Jackson said he was going to watch 150 movies this year. I said I was going to watch
There's
50
no
shows.
There's no freaking way I said that.
You did, because we talked about like 23, you watched over 100. 24, you would watch like 125. So you were like, you know what? Let's just keep compounding. Like, it'll keep going. So I'm going to watch 150.
Oh, man. The naivete of this man.
And I said, oh, okay. Well, like in 23, I watched, what did I say? Like 50 shows. And then in
Yeah.
2024, I only watched like 35. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me get back to 50. So fun fact, how many shows did I watch this year that were new? 13. How many shows did I watch in general? 30.
Okay.
And
30 is
out
a
of those
lot.
30, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are One Piece.
Oh my gosh.
So really only 22.
Right.
As for shows that I watched this year, I'm just going to go through my top 6 because everything past, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, just give it top 6 or 7.
Top 6 so the only reason I went top 6 instead of top 5 is because one that I mentioned was I was going through my serialized list on that episode, and I said, oh, I got this one in my list. It's called Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. Like, I don't know. I just kind of threw it on there. Like, okay. Little did I know it was going to become one of the most underrated but like peak fiction romance anime I've ever seen. It's in like my top 5.
Yeah. That's
Like,
crazy.
It's such a good
Shoot.
show. It's so wholesome. It has such great development, and it tells its entire story in 12 episodes. Like, obviously, there's more that they could adapt
Right,
from the light novel,
right.
but they kind of like bring the story to a like satisfying conclusion, so that if it never gets to season 2, you're not like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen to them? Like, how are we gonna do this? So that one was really good. Really enjoyed that. At number 5, we have My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which is also really good. Very excited for season 2 next month, and it's going to help fill that void now that like My Hero is actually over. So that one was really good. Number 4, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, another peak romance that I was kind of like not dissing at the beginning of the year, but I was like, I've heard it's good,
Yeah.
but it can't be that good. And then it was like that good. Like, it was
Yeah.
genuine banger. Number 3, Dawn on season 2. It was good. I significantly enjoyed it. I don't know if I enjoyed it more than the first season,
Yeah.
just because I don't know. Like, and it's not to say the production quality wasn't there, because obviously it was. But I do think that it just, I don't know, for some reason it just wasn't as strong for me personally. Number 2 might be a hot take. I know I'm going to get flamed by this. Solo Leveling season 2. I don't care if it's just hype moments and aura. That's what I want out of it.
That's
And
what I watched for.
I got the hype moments and aura, dude. Like, what else do I need? And then, of course, at number 1, My Hero Academia, the final season. Like, legitimately the best show I've watched all year. Like, and I know I know I'm biased because I love My Hero, and I understand that. But also, like, they just went so above and beyond for what I even expected them to do with this season.
Yeah.
And there were like 3 or 4 5-star episodes. And it's very hard for me to give out like a 5-star rating. Like, I'm very careful about that. And it was just good. It's such an incredible send-off. I'm working on a long-form video about it, which will be the 4th time I've covered the ending of My Hero. And if they do what they're supposed to and announce the OVA talking, like, animating the bonus chapter, we will go 5 for 5.
Sweet.
So that's my shows. In terms of, like, just shows I watched this year.
Yeah.
Let's see. I started Dr. Stone. I watched all the way through Young Sheldon, which was really good. Rewatched Attack on Titan with my fiance. Obviously started The Amazing Digital Circus.
Right.
And I think that's about it. I did watch a lot of One Piece. I got from Skypiea to the end of Time Skip, which is the end of Summit War, for those who know. Jackson, would you like to take a guess on how many episodes of One Piece that is? How many episodes I watched this year?
Tell me higher, lower.
Okay.
Can I say 200?
Higher.
300.
Higher.
400.
Little lower.
375.
Little higher.
380.
386.
How did you watch 386 episodes of One Piece in a year?
A lot of time, effort, and dedication.
That's like that's like an episode a day. More than that.
Actually, it is. I didn't even think about that.
That's crazy.
That's averaging. Hold on.
That's averaging like 1.25 episodes per day.
386 divided by 365. Yeah, that's an average of 1.05 a day. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's unreal.
Yeah. So
that's not healthy.
When I tell you guys that I didn't watch a lot of shows, it's because I spent a lot of time watching One Piece.
Yeah.
So that's really all I got. I got nothing else.
When you listened back to that episode, did I talk about wanting to watch more shows?
No.
Really?
At least not that I remember.
I feel like I feel like it was this year that I said I wanted to watch more shows.
You might have, and I'm just being dumb and I can't remember.
I may have said that on the first episode of the year instead of the last episode of last year, but I really did kind of like want to watch more TV shows this year because I was like, okay, like, because I watched so many movies in 2024, and then the thing is, like, I ended up watching more shows than I did, and so I'm proud of myself. Some highlights for the year, dude. I discovered, this is a big deal for me. I have a new favorite show of all time from this year. Of all time. And that's a big deal for me. And so if you're not on Severance, go for it. You need to watch it. When I tell you all time, I mean all time. Like, I watched the 2 seasons this year because I wasn't on the Severance train like so many. I wasn't on the train until season 2 started coming out. And I was like, oh, what is this? And because I was literally like, oh, I want to watch more TV. I'm going to watch this. I could watch that whole series right now. Right now. So freaking good. Absolutely insane. Some other highlights, definitely Digital Circus. Like, kind of peak fiction.
Right you are, Bubble.
That's a great show. Some other ones is we watched the first season of Twin Peaks, which we did not return to because it was very disturbing. But the first season was very good.
Isn't there a restaurant called Twin Peaks?
I don't know. Well, essentially it was filmed in Washington, and so there is a restaurant. There's like a diner. It's Ours Diner.
There is a
like
restaurant
the
called
Twin
Twin
Peaks.
Peaks.
Really?
Yeah. Oh! Twin Peaks is like the alternative to Hooters. That's what it is.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about
No,
at all.
I know you're talking about the show, but it's like the same kind of restaurant.
Oh,
where it's like, get some
gross.
beer, and we're gonna put women in clothes that nobody should be wearing outside of the house.
Gross.
So that I was like, where have I heard that before? Like, it wasn't the show.
Well,
anyway, continue about the show. That's definitely not the restaurant.
Well, the show is also not very good. So, like, not the show is also not very appropriate. Yeah, we kind of dropped it after the first season because it just like it got really. I mean, it's David Lynch, which is just, if you know, he's just a very messed up director.
Related to Ross Lynch.
Whoa, no, Ross Lynch is way better than... Hot take, Ross Lynch is better than David Lynch. You can fight me if you'd like. These are the kind of takes you subscribe to this podcast for. We also watched a lot of Parenthood. I think that's a good show. And also a lot of The Chosen, which is a good show that I would recommend. And yeah, that's my show recap. So...
Speaking
anyway.
of dropped, I dropped a record number of shows this year.
Oh, do you have a number for that?
Yeah, 5.
Wow.
Which isn't
That
as
is a
many
lot.
as I... Wait, that's not true. That was last year. So what I've started doing and what I've realized is I do not have time to watch shows that I don't like. Even if, like, the completionist in me is like, oh, I need to just watch, like...
I just need to know.
I need to just finish the season so I can mark it off. No. So I dropped I dropped a romance anime because it was too fan servicey for me. I know that's like some people love that, not for me. I dropped some fantasy, 2 more romances, and House, but it's an anime girl is the best way I can describe that. So dropped those just because they weren't interesting, and I was like, I don't even really want to finish it just to say that I finished it. Like, I really just want to be done and move on.
Right.
So I will be carrying that forward into 2026.
Good.
Because there's like 16 anime coming out in January, and I'm like, they can't all be bangers. Like,
right.
That's
so which ones are we?
We gotta filter, we gotta sift through. I give all of them the 3-episode test. If I'm not sufficiently hooked by 3 episodes,
dropped.
gone. So,
all right. Well, are you ready for our little annual gift exchange that we do every?
That we definitely didn't accidentally spoil.
Definitely didn't.
What?
So here's the thing. The gift exchange is going to be a little quick this year, simply because we accidentally opened each other's gifts early, because I had sent Nick's gift to his house. Which he then promptly opened a week ago when it arrived.
Because it had my name on it. I didn't think about it.
Because it had your name on it. And then I had a multiple Amazon packages that were gifts for my family. And then I thought, oh, I don't remember ordering this one. Opened it, and it was Nick's gift. So, I think if you'd like to go first,
yeah,
you can
first.
open
What are we
your gift
pulling out
really
of the
quick.
mysterious Prime bag? Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh, what
the
is
Emperor's
that?
New Groove on 4K. Yeah, I was really worried I wasn't gonna get this for Christmas because the pre-order link for this dropped after I had put my Christmas list together.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I can't even put like the pre-order link on there. And just be like, oh, it gets here before Christmas. So I do very much appreciate this. It shows that you listen when I talk about various things. So I now own this movie on beautiful 4K Ultra HD.
4K Ultra HD.
So we will be
Blu-ray
watching
and
in
digital.
the new year.
Good.
That is something I do need to get next year. My Xbox disk drive crapped out over like the Thanksgiving break, which good long run, 9 years to my Xbox disk drive. And then I realized that like new 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray players are like $200.
Yep.
Like, oh.
Oh, okay.
So
which like
I need one of
so you
those.
may as well just get a used Xbox.
Yeah, literally, I may as well just try to find a used Series X. Like,
which interesting. Maybe New Year's resolution. We'll see how we feel. I would love to do more physical media. Would love to watch more physical media. And I had this experience because we watched Elf on my birthday, which is my favorite Christmas movie. And I was like, I have this movie on Blu-ray. Like, of course I'm going to play the Blu-ray over the streaming version. and I put it in. It was so crystal clear. It was so beautiful.
No
and
loading, no buffering.
No
dude.
loading. It was wonderful. But the best part was, like, the last 10 minutes, Amy fell asleep, right? So she was asleep. I finished the movie.
The best part was
and
that
I
she fell asleep?
No. That's not the best part. So she fell asleep, and I was like,
get a load of this
shoot,
guy.
like, I was like, what are the bonus features on this thing?
Ah.
And there is kid you not, this was like, it was my birthday. I was like, yes, it was my birthday. It was like the best birthday gift I could have ever received was I got to watch the 90-minute documentary on how they made the Elf movie that's in the DVD. Like, you cannot get this stuff on YouTube. Like, it is only on the DVDs. Like, you have to keep your physical media.
Yep.
Anyway, speaking of
physical media, have you seen everything that's in there? Because there's like 3 different things in there. Okay, because there's like logic behind my gift this year.
Okay, what do we have here? It's Dogman on Blu-ray. I want you to know that. So, fun fact, if you didn't know, this DreamWorks Dogman movie is the movie that I took all of my groomsmen to see on my bachelor trip. And we had so much fun. Like, just, if you need to know anything about me, it's that experience. And then I came home, like, this summer, I made Amy watch this movie, and she was like, this movie's so stupid. Like, and
you don't
understand. You don't get it. And so when I opened this box, I thought it was from her. And then I was like, wait a minute, she'd never buy me Dogman, because then she'd have to watch it again. And that's what was the clue that it was you. So
Sorry,
I'm very
Amy.
very excited to be watching the bonus features on this guy. Also, I'm going to put the box on the ground because it's very big. Also, some shelf dividers.
Yeah, I'm really, like, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be the change that I want to see in the world. I'm really tired of giving you a hard time about your shelves being disorganized. So I expect that when we do the next episode next year, those shelves look better.
They're going to be organized. I think... Yeah, I got a couple Lego sets that'll get rearranged.
Because you got 2 of those, and then there should be another one in there. That's more like, it's like a half crescent.
I was gonna ask, like, I was gonna say, this is the only thing in the box that I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah, so that should be another shelf, but it's more of like a half circle.
Oh,
and I figured for
cool.
that specifically, you could put all of your, like, film festival awards on there, and you can kind of like display them.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
It was really easy to measure for your shelves because we have the same IKEA bookshelves.
Yes.
So I was like,
that's
this is perfect. I know exactly what to get you.
You absolutely killed this year.
Thank you.
I think you did better than me, so thank you so much.
Yeah, I was worried about going
kindness.
overboard, but I was like, you know what? Forget Weeball.
It's Christmas.
I'll give this man enough shelves to
I appreciate
feed
it.
a small household.
And then next year, when you're newly married, you can also only buy me one thing.
Yeah, yeah, and then it'll be like, hey, your presence is present enough.
Once you have to buy your own couch, you learn to go light on Christmas.
Yep.
So, also, all right, I'm curious. I need to know your content recap. How many videos did you make this year?
Okay, do you want to guess or do you want me to just tell you?
So is it split up?
Here's how I have it broken down. I have a total number at the bottom, and then I have it split up between Nick with No K, long form shorts, and streams, and then I have podcast episodes, shorts, long form clips, and streams.
Okay.
If I edited the project, that's what I counted.
Okay, so the stuff that Alex edited is not on there.
Oh, you know what? He did edit half of these videos, but I still recorded and scripted them.
But you still
so I let it
scripted
count.
and recorded. Okay, cool.
So that still counts. So
good. I'm just establishing the parameters.
How many long form videos do you think I made?
Like 22?
Close. 24.
24?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So
I did 6.
That was bi-weekly for the whole year.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
So do you want to guess how many shorts I did?
Is it like 100?
No, it's sub 100.
Is it like 70?
76 shorts.
Oh my gosh.
And live streams is the lowest number.
Is it like 10?
11.
Oh,
Close
okay.
enough.
That's really good.
I'm just going to tell you 26 podcast episodes.
26
you should know that.
podcast episodes.
Do you want to guess how many shorts from the podcast?
Like 50?
Close. 61.
61. That's really good.
How many long form clips and streams do you think?
Like 10 clips and then like 3 streams.
Close. 13 clips, 4 streams.
Oh.
For a grand total of 215 pieces of content.
That's wild.
Across 2 channels, which is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Lord have mercy.
Holy cow.
Like, whoa. So if
Wow.
you want to know why my shows are down, my games are down, and my movies are down, it's because when I'm not
That's why.
working at work, I'm working on content. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's one of my goals
sue
for
me.
next year.
Is to
I want to not.
Yeah, one of my goals is to watch more TV.
One of my goals is to not work so much.
All right. Hey, if you've made it this far into the episode, I'd just like to say thank you so much for listening. And if you really enjoy what we do here and you made it this far, maybe give us 5 stars on Spotify, 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, subscribe on YouTube. And also, gear up for memberships January 1st. Don't forget, YouTube memberships will be open now.
And if you don't want to do memberships, the best way to support us is to just watch on YouTube because we're fully monetized now. That was one of the cool things we got to do this year, which I guess this is the wrong spot to put it, but it's fine.
Yeah, but it's all good.
So just watching videos, like watching podcasts and all that, gives us ad revenue, and it's completely free to you.
Yeah. And you get to watch the beautiful video.
Exactly.
Wow. Amazing. So thank you so much for support. All the links are in the description of how you can support us on this episode. So here we are on to the movies. Now, here's the I will come completely clean just to set some expectations. Is I watched so many more movies last year than I did this year. And me saying that I was going to watch 150 movies in 2025, I just had no idea that I was going to get hit by a train in like February and not really regain consciousness until November. So that's on me. Should have watched where I was going. But there is some interesting conversations to be had. And I did watch more new movies this year than I did last year.
I definitely did not.
Last year, I watched 20 new movies. And this year, I watched 24. So, thank you. For my total, I'd just like you to know, 2024, I watched 129 movies. That's freaking insane.
You watched
2025, 120. Wait, sorry, I'm making sure. 129.
So you
Isn't
were,
that insane?
what, 21 off from what you said you were going to at the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not awful. Like,
Well,
it
no, here's
certainly
the
could
thing.
be worse.
No, that was my 2024 numbers.
Bro, you got to fix your camera. It's dead.
I know, I'm trying.
Well, okay, I'm going to go over mine while you fix
go
that.
over your movies real quick.
So I did not watch nearly as many movies as I thought I was going to. In fact, I didn't even watch a new movie until March when we went and saw Dogman. So that was my experience was doing Dogman. So that was the newest thing. In terms of movie total, I only watched 31 movies this year, and out of that, only 9 of them were new movies. I will also say, if I don't rectify this between now and January 1st, this will be the first year that I have not only not started with Weathering With You, but not watched it at all. And now I'm kind of like, do I want to be able to say that I skipped it this year and started with it next year? Or do I want to start with it like watch it now and then just wait a little longer into 2026 to watch it. I don't know. I haven't fully decided on that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, 9 movies.
So
I don't want to spoil my number 1 yet, but everybody
terrible.
probably knows what it is.
Well, what I was saying was 2024, I did 129. 2025, I did 92. So,
new movies?
No, total.
Oh.
Total movies. 24 of those 92 were new. So that's like, I feel like that's pretty good.
Oh.
Let me run it through one more time.
Okay.
2025, I have watched 92 total movies.
Okay.
Of those 92, 24 were new from this year. So,
Gotcha.
that is less movies overall, but more new movies, which is good. So, how do you want to do this? Because I have so many more than you.
You want to just do like a top 10?
No,
Even
because
though
I
I've only
want
have 9?
to. No, because I want to scream about some of the ones at the bottom.
All right, well, go for it. I'll
Let me just give
let
you
you
a
have
little-
the floor, and then we can
Let
go
me
from there.
just give me a few minutes to. So,
Okay.
bottom movie of the year, number 24. Bottom is Pixar. Is a Pixar movie.
That's so sad.
Pixar at the bottom of the tier list for the year is absolutely insane. And that was Elio. Now, I know we've talked about Elio on this show. And if you don't know, the production was a train wreck. Like, I'm not surprised it turned out the way that it did. But I have not left the theater this year more frustrated, disappointed, upset, sad, like all of the negative emotions. Just genuinely like a boring movie that had no backbone, nothing to say, was really short, was clearly stripped of any meaning. I hated it. Genuinely hated it. Absolutely terrible. Do better, Pixar. And then after that was You're Cordially Invited, which was an Amazon original comedy with Will Ferrell. It was good. It was just like not amazing. And then after that, in 23 is The Life List, which was a Netflix movie that had a really great idea, a really great concept. And it's one of those rom-com movies where you're like, oh, this is really good. Like, I'm interested. And then in the third act, everyone just cheats on each other. And you're like, oh, cool. So I hate all of you now. That was good. It was not good, but it was whatever. 4, 3. And then 22 is a movie called Soul on Fire, which is the life story of John O'Leary, who is a public speaker. It was fine. It's one of those like mid-budget Christian movies, which I hate saying that because I'm like, Christian movies should be really good. And this one was like fine. It was better than the other 3 I mentioned before. But it was just kind of like cheesy, kind of corny. Didn't really have an arc. It was more just like, yep, this is what happened. So that's fine. And then really quick, some ones that I don't really have a lot to say. Captain America Brave New World, forgot that came out this year.
That's
awful.
real.
Number 20, not good. Number 19 was Nobody 2. Soundtrack was good. Not really a necessary sequel. I think it could have been way better. 18, the live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Do you not have your
I'm
list
so sorry.
ranked?
No, I do.
So it auto
I'm just,
numbers it for you?
No, it does. I'm just looking at it wrong.
Oh,
Sorry. Anyway,
see.
Nobody 2, which just could have been better. And then after that, the live action How to Train Your Dragon, it was fine. It was just a carbon copy. The Jonas Brothers Christmas movie, freaking hilarious, dude. Really like that movie. It's on Disney Plus. And then Fantastic Four is my number 11. So yeah, that was my number
crazy.
11. Fantastic Four.
I can't even do a top 10 because I only have 9. So
and let me
this
tell
is a little
you,
awkward.
So yeah, I'd also like to say that I'm a little dumb, and I have completely miscounted. And so I would like to make an addendum to the numbers that I have just said, and that in 2024, I have watched 15 new movies, not 20.
Where did you lose 5?
Because I was counting them in columns, and I miscounted how many columns there were. So there are 15 new movies in 2024.
I gotcha.
So I watched 19, not 24, 19 new movies this year. And so 19, Elio, 18, You're Cordially Invited, 17, The Life List, 16, Soul on Fire, 15, Captain America Brave New World, 14, Nobody 2, 13, live action How to Train Your Dragon, 12 was A Very Jonas Christmas. I actually really like that movie. 11, Fantastic Four, First Steps.
Just give me your number 10 because I don't
ready
have a
for
10.
number 10. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys, just to let you know how difficult of a year it was. My number 10 is the Frozen Broadway show on Disney Plus.
That shouldn't count.
And I'm dead serious. Well, here's the thing.
That shouldn't count.
No, I know. It came out this year, and I'm not one to be like, oh, the master cut, it's whatever. But once you watch it, here's my thing. If you watch it, you understand there is actually a lot of cinematic intention on the master cut. And they did a really, really good job on it. Because I don't like watching Broadway shows at home. I really don't. Because it's like, why am I there? Like, it's a mixing of mediums that I don't think works. But the Frozen Broadway musical, phenomenal. Please watch it. I genuinely am like 5 stars. Like, it is so freaking good. So,
you know what?
Anyway.
It's not going to be my number 10, but it would probably be like number, I don't know, 5. Okay,
What?
I'm going to pretend this exists. It's not on Letterboxd, but it's 2.5 hours long. And I watched it on YouTube. So we're gonna.
What
so
is
when we
it?
get to number 5, we'll pretend that it exists on Letterboxd.
Okay, cool.
So that
hit
puts
me with
my number 10 with a little
Number 10.
asterisk. Tron Ares. I never want to watch that movie again. Please. It was pointless, directionless, aimless, and also happened to have Jared Leto.
Yeah.
So even without him, no, let me out, bro. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't even have anything to say about it other than I don't like it. Wasn't good.
What episode did we review that?
We didn't.
Did you not? I thought you talked about it on an episode.
I talked about it on the
Digital Circus episode?
I should know this off the top of my head.
There was an episode where we talked about it on the show before.
Yeah.
Yeah, really awful. Terrible for the box office. Also, like...
Enough to put Tron back on ice, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they were
Disney
like,
was
yeah,
like,
we're done.
yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And it was like, the only good thing we've gotten from Disney making Tron is one of the like most fun roller coasters ever made. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good roller coaster.
I would...
And one of
okay.
the best soundtracks ever made. Thank you, Daft Punk.
I think that's the only good thing. I
I like that ride.
don't
It's
think
short.
the ride's no, yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's short, but
It's
like it's not.
60 seconds, and I had to wait, 60 hours to get on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, you never wait in line. You never do the standby. You always lightning lane.
Upcoming tier list on the live stream, guys. Disney Parks ride tier list.
Please.
We have to do it before March 1st so we can include Rock and Roller Coaster.
That's
'cause
so
that's
true.
when it
God
closes.
bless up. Okay, so number 9 is, in fact, for me, Wicked for Good.
Wow.
Now,
Oh, wait. I forgot. I forgot that like 9 on your list, because 9 on my list is like, oh, this movie sucks.
Oh, this is the bottom.
But then
Yeah,
I like
no.
9 on yours is like, oh no, there's
It's like, oh, it's
never
pretty
mind.
good.
Never
So,
That was
so
dumb.
Wicked for Good. We just did a whole episode about it, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's good, but it's kind of like if you've seen Wicked, you know the second act is just not that great. And so you're like, okay, well, this is in fact the second act. And the amount of people that I've talked to about this movie where they're like, what do you mean they made a second one? And I'm like, yeah, there's a part 2. And they're like, no, there's not. Which makes me think, I'm like, did they even need to make part 2? Like, maybe we could have just let the first one live and no one would have like been upset. Because the first one's phenomenal. But yeah, it just kind of didn't hit the mark for me. Which I think that it kind of did the same for a lot of people. And so we did a whole episode about it last time. Go back if you're curious. So anyway, number 9, Wicked for Good.
Number 9. Okay. My number 9, a
Asterix.
Minecraft movie. I don't like that movie. And I stand by
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
I have watched videos about that movie and rewatched videos about that movie, and like I've done all this stuff. I can't do it, man. I can't. I just
Why?
it's not a good video game movie.
Yeah.
Like it's also just not a good movie.
Yeah.
Like even outside, like I die on the hill that you could put Minecraft, like you could put any other video game in there that is somewhat, like you could put Terraria in there and you could kind of get the same thing out of it. Like there's no
Yeah.
point in it being about Minecraft, because Minecraft is not essential to the story. It is not the vehicle
Yeah.
that drives the story. It feels like an afterthought. And
Yeah.
I also just feel like, as someone who was so deeply into Minecraft growing up, it betrayed me as an audience. And I know like
Yeah.
Minecraft is kind of like, it transcends this audience, and it is supposed to like, you know, be a little more broad, but still like, I don't know. It just wasn't
Yeah.
not a good movie.
I think that's fair. Yeah,
and you're going to put it at like number 3.
more on the Minecraft movie later.
I want you to know, I almost got you a Jack Black action figure for Christmas.
the one where he looked really fat, like the
Yeah.
Steve one.
I almost got you that
I
and a
would've
chicken
loved
jockey
that.
shirt. I
That
thought about
would've-
it and I was
oh
like,
my gosh.
no.
When I tell you that I would have worn the mess out of a chicken jockey shirt, like wholeheartedly, I absolutely would. So keep that in mind for future events. Number 7. Wait,
No, 8,
8.
because I just did number
8.
9.
You're right. I can't count today, apparently. Number 8 was Ballerina, which was the spin-off of the John Wick
Oh.
franchise with Ana de Armas. Honestly, really good. Like, I wasn't sure how she was going to hold up to such a, like, iconic Keanu Reeves performance. And then she absolutely dominated. Like, she did such a good job. I mean, I think what they did with her character over what they did with John Wick, where like you're thrown into the John Wick world and he's already the best. And that's the point, is that he is the top of the top. And I was scared I was going to be like, well, her also being the top of the top kind of makes John Wick look weak. Like it doesn't matter if he's the best, if she's also the best, and it's like, if everyone's special, no one's special. But they really let her struggle, and they made it more of a training movie for her, and really made her a really interesting character to me. And then John Wick was there, and he got to do all the John Wick things that like actually contribute. I thought it was really good. There's a couple sequences in that movie that I still think about, even only seeing it once. So yeah, I think other than some pacing issues, I think it would have landed higher if it wasn't for that. But it's also just kind of like, it's a punch and kick movie. Like it is what it needs to be, and I like that. So yeah, Ballerina can sit at number 8.
All right, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
My number 8 is Chainsaw Man, the Raze movie arc. The movie Raze arc, whatever. What is the official title? Chainsaw Man, the movie Raze arc. Okay, thank you. It was
That's
good.
terrible.
But it's also like I don't really care for Chainsaw Man. I went and saw it because one of my church friends wanted to go see it, and I was like, you know what? I need to get out of the house. I've been in the house all week. So it was all right. I think I liked it more than the first season of the show. But even then, that's not saying a lot. I think there was a sequence towards the end where I feel like I could not tell what was going on. Like it was animated so well that it just looked like a fluid blob on the screen moving around. And I was like, what am I looking at here? Like this, okay. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I think the animation was good. The opening song is a banger that's been on my repeat on Spotify. But other than that, I don't really have anything to say about it. Like it was
right. Yeah. Did the violence affect your view of the movie?
Not really, because gore doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
The gore in Chainsaw Man is not the problem. It's all of there's a lot of sexual content in there, and it's not showing anything, but it's very fan servicey in nature, which is just how the story is set up, and that's not for me. That's my acknowledgement. Like I said with the one show, it is for some people, it's just not for me. So
that makes sense.
And that doesn't affect my enjoyment of it, even though you can't really remove it from the show, otherwise the show ends up, I think, losing part of its identity, which makes it hard. So
which makes you wonder, is this even a good story if it needs that to be part of its identity? Yeah,
I think Chainsaw Man as a whole, I went back and I rewatched the whole first season because I was going to do a video, and then I decided not to do a video because the video was going to be really negative, and I'm like, I don't got time to talk negative here. I can't do that.
That makes sense.
But I went back and rewatched it. I think there are some times where it uses that trope really well, because Denji as a main character is oh, well, I really I just want to have a girlfriend, and I want to, what how does he phrase it? He was I just want to touch some boobs. That's his whole thing. And I'm like, that's relatable. I can understand why people relate to that, but at the same time, I'm that's his only motivation as a character.
You want to run that one back and not immediately say that's relatable?
Well, no, it's good.
No, it's fine. Just don't clip this. Don't clip this.
So, I mean, it's true though. Even outside of myself, even if it wasn't relatable to me, it's relatable, I think, to a lot of the younger male generation that Chainsaw Man is dedicated towards. And the positive part of this video that I was going to bring up is it does ask the question very early on of if this is all my goal is, once I actually attain this goal, what do I do? How did he phrase it in the show? It was am I more into the goal or the thrill of chasing the goal? And it brings up this really good idea of if you don't stand for anything bigger than yourself, then what are you doing? Where does your purpose come from if you're not fighting or looking for a change that is something bigger than yourself? So I do think there's good to be pulled from it, but it's also so it's that's why it's in my 6th or 7th spot.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'll stop brain rotting.
I'll stop. So number 7, my number 7 is, and this is a hot take that would probably, looking at my top 5 and then seeing what's in my 6th, 7th, 8th spot, I'm man, this is big year to be anti-film bro, because my top 5 is just not even close to what the film bro average movie sphere would say, and that's why number 7, Sinners, which was a movie that I wasn't really intending to watch, but then it was the reviews were so good. I heard people on a podcast saying it was amazing. I had some family members be no dude, you need to see it, it's phenomenal. And I will say it's very well done. It is probably one of the more, It's probably the most well done movie I have seen this year, and I will give it that. Like, it is
Really?
from a filmmaking perspective, yes. Like, for a live action film, like, if you watch it and you see like Michael B. Jordan plays twins, and you would not question it for a second that it wasn't two people. Like, the rig that they built for that movie, the color on that movie, the scenes in that movie, like, there are some sequences that I'm just like, how on earth did you pull this off? And the vibe is amazing. Like, it's a really great movie. And I think most of my issues with it that kept it from being higher were in the script. And I think the script, like, you know, not really spoilers, but like, the whole point is that the first half of the movie is them. It's like a period piece. It's like these two guys, they're starting a bar, and it's way more complicated than that, but I'm not going to get into it. And they're like, it's about their family and like lineage, and like their cousin comes. It's like a whole thing, and they're like starting a bar. And then halfway through that, there's so much more than that, but I'm just paraphrasing. Halfway through, it flips into like a vampire epic, and it like makes this huge like 180 pivot, and you're just like, whoa, like now it's about vampires. And I think that's what a lot of people were like, oh, this movie's so sick, it does this, it has this crazy plot twist switch up. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But I kind of like was so invested in the first half. The second half felt ridiculous to me.
Right.
Like, it was so well done. Like, it was a really well done movie. And the first half, I was like, oh, I'm so locked in. The characters are so good. I want to know what they're going to do. I'm curious about their family history. Like, the dialogue is amazing. The acting was like 10 out of 10. And then there was vampires. And where a lot of people saw that as like, oh, this is it. This is where it's getting good. This is where I was like, wait, no, I was kind of interested in what the characters were doing, not in this like mythical vampire thing. And so I think that some of the sequences are great. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Like, Ryan Coogler absolutely killed that movie. But it's just, I couldn't get over the weirdness of it. Didn't translate well for me, and that's just a very opinionated thing, and it's just how it is. So yeah, Sinners consider my number 7 for the year.
All right, that's fair.
And once you hear my top 5, that will piss off a lot of people, so let's continue.
That's okay. My number 7 is going to be the hit movie Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yo!
So how do I want to word this? The critics gave this like a 13, and that was very well deserved.
Yeah,
like, it was a very well deserved 13%, but the audience gave it like an 80. Which was also a very well-deserved 80. So here's my thing about FNAF, and this has kind of been how I've been talking about it. From a film perspective, I can absolutely understand why it only got 13%. It is a narrative nightmare. It is an editing mess. The story is all over the place. Like, it kind of pulls you around. It like introduces one concept, gets about 5 seconds into that concept, and then jumps to the B plot. And then it'll come back to it jumps between the A and B plot way too much. And all that said, though, it was good. Like, it was enjoyable. Right. And I personally like really enjoyed the story and how it continued, like, followed up, because it also is a really good, like, it brings in a lot of lore, but it also changes some of the lore. I went and saw this with my fiance while she was here, and she like is way more into the lore than I am. And as we were watching it, she was like, "Oh, they're changing all this stuff, but it's good." Like, I understand the changes they're making. Yeah. Oh, I get it now. I see. Oh. So like, just the fact that we were able to get enjoyment out of it. I do think they cranked up the jump scares and stuff.
Yeah.
And also, like, they did a lot more practical stuff. They continued doing that, and like seeing all the behind the scenes of like how they built these massive animatronics, and they did all of these jump scares, and like, yeah, the jump scares are a little like they're not as in your face, but it's also because like that's an actual animatronic like trying to jump up over the the counter to claw you down. So it's a good movie for the fans, but it's not like a good movie outside of that. Like if you were to take the FNAF off of this and put generic horror whatever on it, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
So I do think it's worth watching.
I think
like,
that
I
makes
enjoyed
sense.
it. And there were some parts where I was like, this is only PG-13. Like, that's okay. All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I keep seeing all this stuff about, like, people that are like, oh, so we're doing, like, actual horror now. Okay, so that's cool. Would you say that this pushes the line for PG-13? Like, because I didn't see it. A little bit. Yeah.
I think it's still there, but it's like select moments that feel like, and I feel like they turned up the gore just a little bit.
Yeah.
And they brought in more horror elements, and I'm okay with that because it's based on a horror game, right? Like,
right. And
so I think
here's
that's okay.
the thing, like the first few Five Nights at Freddy's games they're scary enough. Like if you want that experience, just go play them. Like it's really not.
I think one of my only legitimate gripes is the way the movie ended, and I won't spoil it, but I just feel like the ending is very inconclusive. It's definitely setting up for a third movie, like to at least be a trilogy. But I feel like there were better ways to go about that.
Yeah,
like they needed another like maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah,
and they could have really like landed the plane. It was kind of like you could tell the plane was coming in for a landing, and you're like, oh, this is great, and then it just crashes, and their credits rolled, and I was like, oh, that's it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
like we're done. And like,
is
even
it like a cliffhanger?
Yeah, but even like the mid-credit scene, like you could have landed the plane a little more, and then gone straight into the mid-credit scene, and then rolled credits. Yeah. Like that would have been so much better. And then, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't know, could have ended a little better. But other than that, it was enjoyable. Like I'm not something crazy.
Just a little something for the kids, It's
well,
just a little something for the
who's in this
teens.
movie? And I was figuring it out. It's the guy from Jurassic Park. I know that's very specific. The Barbasol guy. You know who I'm talking about?
Guy.
The guy who's like Butterfingers.
Right,
he's like the IT guy who takes the Barbasol can.
Really?
And runs off with the yeah.
Wayne Knight. Oh my gosh, you're right.
He's like a teacher who hates Abby with a burning passion. He's like the day one hater. Like
he's freaking Newman on Seinfeld. That's insane. He's also, fun fact, in the Legend of the Three Caballeros TV series.
What?
As Baron von Schildgoose.
Yeah, that checks out.
So no, he has a huge career. That's freaking hilarious. That's wild.
Yeah, he.
Okay.
He gets got like he does in Jurassic Park, and I just thought that was funny.
It's just those are the only roles he accepts. All right, number 6. Ready for this? Number 6 is Superman, and that is James Gunn's Superman. I didn't have super high expectations for this one, and I was pleasantly surprised. I feel like it. To summarize my thoughts, essentially, I thought it was the best Lex Luthor we've ever gotten.
True.
I thought it was like a 9 out of 10 Superman in like a 7 out of 10 Superman movie, where it was like, I think that we're at a point, and this can be a larger conversation for another day, where it's kind of like, it's like when an artist does something cool and that becomes what they're known for. And so for the next 10 years, they just try to replicate that, and it just gets exhausting. And I feel like this is what James Gunn is doing with like the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, where it's like, oh, you did Guardians of the Galaxy? Like you did the like nostalgic soundtrack, like kind of like rebel like quippy dialogue that's like kind of sarcastic and like, okay, yeah, like big bright colors, like, yeah, let's do that, like let's do Superman. And so it's kind of like I kind of watch it and I'm like, I'd rather watch Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's like it's a good movie. Overall, I think it's a really good Superman movie. I think the script worked really well. I think that David Cornsweet is a phenomenal Superman. That was a great choice. Just the best Lex Luthor I could have ever asked for. That was just Nicholas Hoult was a phenomenal choice. Like the cast did great things. I kind of feel like James Gunn didn't do the movie any favors, personally. I feel like a different director could have made that movie with a similar vibe and done it a little better. And people may disagree. Like, I'm not super into DC, so like maybe that's just I don't get it. But also, like, Superman sitting like 5 spots above Fantastic Four kind of shows like where we're at on superhero movies right now.
Yeah, that's real.
So yeah, I don't have a ton to say. I left Superman. I left the theater being like, that was really good. It actually had a message and something to say and something to stand on, and they executed it pretty well. Like, and that's all I can ask of a superhero movie is they were like, hey, we should all be better people. And I'm like, sweet. It's not like this Marvel, like the world is gonna end like like that was my biggest gripe on Fantastic Four, was like not even 25 minutes in, we're introducing this like world and universal ending threat. And I'm like, I feel like I just got here. Right. Like, I know we've done the Fantastic Four origin story thing like a million times. I didn't want that. But can we get like 30 minutes in before we talk about ending the universe? Because I feel like you're just kind of here to get us to Doomsday, which is not going to be a good movie. So like at least make a good Fantastic Four movie. Yeah. So I feel like Superman did a good job at not... It was just a movie and it didn't need to set up other stuff except Supergirl, which that's a whole thing that I'm not excited for that. So anyway, great. I like Superman. Number 6 for me is a movie that Letterboxd says came out in 2024, but I remember Googling it when I put it on here, and it actually released like to the public in 2025. And that is The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Oh.
I watched it on our flight back from the Alaskan cruise we went on.
Oh, I remember
over
that.
the summer, and it was actually really good. Like, I can understand why it didn't like get a massive, like, it just wasn't marketed very well. It was kind of a hard movie to market, I think, but it also is that very traditional like 2D animated movie that has all of like the quips and the slapstick, and like there's also some genuine heart there, like that I think ended up turning out really well, and one of the better movies I've seen recently. Would I have watched it if it wasn't free on the plane and happened to be enough time for when our flight landed? Probably not, but yeah. I'm still glad that I did watch it and I gave it a shot. And if you haven't watched it, I think it's on HBO Max. That feels like the right place for it because it's Warner Brothers. Maybe it'll be on Netflix soon. Who's to say? Which, can we talk about just as an aside for just a second?
Yeah.
Netflix refused to release Coyote versus Acme. So much so that they had to sell it and get rid of it. And Was it Netflix who had it, or was it Warner Brothers?
No, it
who
was
did
Warner
release
Brothers.
It?
It was
Okay,
Warner Brothers.
I thought Netflix was involved there somewhere.
Soon to be Warner Brothers Netflix.
So
had
anyway, Warner Brothers refused to like let go of that movie.
Yep.
And now here we are, Netflix bought by Warner Brothers, which is funny because also at the beginning of the year, in our first episode, I was making a joke about the Minecraft movie and how they could put like Revenge or a different Minecraft song in there. And we did this whole deep dive on like who owns Usher's music.
Right.
And I asked a question. I was like, who owns Warner Brothers? And we figured out like Warner Brothers owns themselves. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's cool. And I was sitting in the car yesterday and I was like, well,
Well,
they don't own themselves anymore.
It didn't work
They're
out.
Netflix now.
you know what's insane? And this is another side tangent for another day. I saw this thing where they were like, so Netflix is reportedly $8 billion in debt. And then someone made this tweet where they were like, so Netflix has $8 billion in debt. And then proposed an $82 billion deal with Warner Brothers, pushing them over $90 billion in debt. But the second my Nana has 30 cents on her Verizon phone, it's cut off by midday. And I was like, that's freaking insane.
Isn't that crazy how that works? Like,
oh
here's
my
the
gosh.
thing. Here's the thing. They also had to take out another loan for that. Like, it's not like,
Yep.
oh, we had, 90 bills sitting in the bank, so we're just
Right.
going to use some of it here. Like, they don't have the money
No.
for this.
And you're gonna come at me for sharing a password? You know
You're
who
gonna come
doesn't?
at me for sharing a password. You're
You know who-
you're gonna look at me and tell me that I have to report my $601
Listen,
on Venmo, but
listen,
Netflix can take out an
listen.
$80 billion loan. What?
What? And you're going to look at me. You know who doesn't crack on password sharing? Disney. Mr. $25 a day for Lightning Lane doesn't care if you share your freaking password.
It's because they're $25 a day for Lightning Lane.
That's what. Oh my gosh. I'm actually going to listen.
I'm
listen.
waiting for the next Netflix price increase.
No, it's going to happen.
It's gonna
And
as soon as
also,
that deal finalized,
listen,
they're like, "We're raising your plan by $2 a month," and it's like, "Dog,
Listen,
get
I'm
out
gonna-
of here."
I'm gonna like the same way that like studio acquisition deals are laid out. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna be completely off streaming by 2027. Like, I'm just gonna own everything, please.
Yeah, because here's the
Oh,
thing,
gosh.
like, not to sidetrack, but we're also halfway through the list, so
Right.
good little break here. And you want to break from the ads?
Want to break from the end? Want a
It's
Sprite
just
cranberry?
so interesting that like everyone says like, oh, the antitrust laws are gonna kick in, and they're not like it's gonna be fine. Like it's not. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not true. Where were the antitrust laws when Disney bought Fox? Like,
Yep.
like Netflix is their own entity combining with Warner Brothers, who is also their own entity, right?
Right.
Fox, if I'm not mistaken, was under someone else
Yeah.
when they bought, like when Disney bought
Right.
them for what, $72 billion or something
Yep.
like that. Like it was some like those aren't real numbers. Like
Right.
it's not real money. It's like the whole AI thing where it's like, oh, Nvidia investing $1 billion into Google, Google investing $1 billion
Right.
into Nvidia. It's like these are people just sending
But this
fake
is-
zeros back and forth. Like
Right.
this isn't
Like,
real
this isn't-
money.
Right.
What?
And you're like, Microsoft laying off friggin' 30,000 people for, their AI investments. And I'm like,
And now
No, you're
Windows
not.
11 is as broken as it's ever been. Like,
Yep. You're
it's
like,
almost like
oh,
when you
sweet.
don't have real people doing it.
Awkward. Yeah, no,
doesn't
it's a freaking train wreck.
I
so.
did love Paramount launching like a hostile takeover bid to compete with Netflix. I was
That was
like, I don't want
crazy.
anybody to have Warner Brothers, but I don't care who gets it. I just want Netflix to lose.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, I don't need him to
Wait, like-
win.
like, I
I
don't-
need.
here's the thing. Netflix got one good movie this year, and that's K-pop Demon Hunters, right?
And they didn't even make it.
They didn't even make it. They bought it. Like, and they got one good movie that filled up theater seats, and like they had to do more showings for it, and now they think they get to run Warner Brothers and tell them like, oh yeah, which is funny because
Yeah.
when someone asked them about it, they were like, oh well. Warner Brothers gets to continue to be their own entity. They can release their movies in theaters, make them however they
Right.
want. They're just kind of under the Netflix umbrella. And I'm like, then what's the point?
Right. Then
Like,
why are you going
what's the
$90
point?
billion in debt?
Yeah, why are you spending like $80 billion on this when you like what?
When you don't even
it's
care.
stupid.
You don't even care. All right, ready for my number 5?
Yeah, hit me with your number 5.
All right, number 5 was a movie that I felt like really went like under the radar. But this is a movie that I love, and it is a Steven Soderbergh movie. And that is Black Bag. Now, there's one of the top Letterboxd review by user Zoe Rose Bryant. Essentially gives the perfect synopsis for this movie I could have ever given. Said, a movie about how simping for your wife will save the world. And listen, Black Bag hit me in a time of my life where I needed it. It is a 90-minute spy movie. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It knows exactly what it wants to be, does what it wants to do, and gets out. It is 90 minutes long. It is one of the most well-edited movies I've ever seen. Like, it is subtly very well edited. And it's literally all about people that refuse to like double-cross their spouses. Like, genuinely phenomenal. And I'm like, finally, like a movie that I actually like could get behind some of the characters. Like, where they're not just all like cheating on each other and like killing each other. Like, phenomenal. If you haven't seen Black Bag, I think it's on Peacock. Highly recommend.
All right.
Number 5.
My number 5. So this is the one that's not technically on there, but I'm going to pretend that it counts. It is the 2.5 hour long supercut of all of the Epic the Musical animatics to make it a full pro shot of Epic the Musical. All right. Thank you to all the talented artists and people who put all this together, because it's a banger. All right. It's incredible. It's goated. It's good. I just needed to get that on there because Epic the Musical dominated my Spotify Wrapped. Like, it's over. I'm cooked. Like 35 out of the 50 songs are all Epic. Like, I press shuffle. Let's do it right now. Here, look. I'll show you guys.
Let's run an experiment.
This is a one time it won't work. I'll press shuffle on this Wrapped playlist, and it'll either be the first song that pops up is Epic, or I'll skip like 3 skips and I'll get to an Epic song. Oh, look at that. Epic the Musical right there. Look at that. Oh, there it is again. Okay, that's not Epic. Oh, there it is again.
Yep.
There it is again. You see what I'm saying? Like, it took over my Spotify, and it's good. You should watch it. I'm going to force Jackson to watch it next to you guys. Don't worry.
Oh,
don't worry.
Oh, shoot.
Don't worry. This will be the next, like, K-pop Demon Hunters, okay?
Okay, good work.
He's going to... He'll
All right, number 4. Number 4. You guys are going to kill me. You guys are going to hate me.
Probably.
Dude, Dogman at number 4. One of the best theater experiences of my life. Let me set the scene.
True.
Let me set the scene. Memphis, Tennessee. Need I say more? Memphis, Tennessee. And we are at a really nice movie theater, and I'm on my bachelor trip. All of, dare I say, my dogs with me. All right, my dogs, man. Roof. I'm given 2 options. I say you could either see Mickey 17 or Dogman. And I said, Mickey 17 or Dogman? Throw me in Dogman immediately. Popcorn, Coke Zero. All of my closest friends take it a row and one of this really nice movie theaters. Dogman plays. When I tell you that Dogman is just a masterclass in animated visual comedy, 5 stars. Like, how do we go up from here? What did I even rate it? I rated it 4.5 stars. Okay? It is so funny. It's so silly. It has so much heart. Some amazing animators worked on this film. Like, give Dogman some credit. It is so funny. The jokes are like, pow, punch, punch, joke, 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 joke. It doesn't stop. So freaking funny. Highly recommend Dogman. My number 4.
That's good. Dogman is good. Number 4, a movie you've already talked about, and that's Superman. I really enjoyed Superman. I enjoyed that it was a more hopeful, optimistic, positive take on not only Superman as a character, but also just in general. Like, I feel like you said, so many movies are nihilistic now.
Yeah.
And, like, the world is ending. We're all going to die. Like, there's no point. There's no hope. It's all over. Like, it's just endless suffering until you die. Whereas Superman was like, yeah, the world sucks sometimes, but that's okay.
But you could fix it.
But we can be good. Like, we can be heroes.
Yeah.
Like, we can. So I feel like it was able to bring all of that together really well. And I also think, like, I'm not that into, like, the DC Comics lore. So I know there was some inaccuracies, as pointed out by my fiance, who is a huge comic nerd. That is her sphere, not mine.
Yes.
So there are some glaring inaccuracies there, but outside of that, I really enjoyed it, and I think it's, like I said, it's number 4. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. There's not much I can say that Jackson hasn't already said.
Wow. Okay, good word. I'd like to issue a complaint because you painfully accurately knew exactly what my list was.
Why is that a complaint?
Number 3, a Minecraft movie. Now, I'd like to apologize for my opinion, but here's my thing.
Bad.
Here's my thing. Please understand, I know that a Minecraft movie is a terrible movie. Genuinely, it is an acid trip. Like, what on earth were they thinking? Let me present you my perspective on this, though. Since I was a child, I have dreamed of a Minecraft movie. Okay, we've always wanted a Minecraft movie. We've yearned for the mines. And Minecraft is a community that is just so strong. Like, the online presence for a Minecraft movie is just, for a Minecraft, I mean, is just phenomenal. And a Minecraft movie being an ode to that community, I thought was so special. And I think that a Minecraft movie so easily could have been a really forgettable, boring, crappy, like, illumination, animated slop, like you just throw it at the wall. But no, they said, I want the guy that made Napoleon Dynamite to make a Minecraft movie. And you know what? It's one of the most surrealist experiences of my life. And I said, you know what? This could have been really, really boring. And I'm so glad it's not that. And so a Minecraft movie can sit in my top 3 for the year. Because I had so much fun. It's just a fun, like, turn it on, and you're like, this is so stupid. I love it so much. Is it a good movie? Absolutely not. But it's so bad that it's hilarious, and you have to turn it on.
So you guys remember when I talked about artificial intelligence versus genuine stupidity? This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have bad opinions, and that's okay. It's America. Everybody's entitled to have their own opinion. Even
right.
Bad. To say that the Minecraft movie is not slop, just throw it at the wall and see what sticks, I feel like has to be one of the most disingenuous things you've ever said on this show. Like, I know you wholeheartedly believe that, but I can't, man. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It could have been so much worse.
That's implying that it's not okay. We can't get into this. We did a whole episode about it. Go back and watch it.
About this. Yeah.
I can't go down this rabbit hole again. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all night.
Again. I can't do this.
What are we on to? Number 3. My number 3. None other than the hit animated movie, Dogman. What can I say? I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in a movie.
Really?
At least
Ever?
not this year. It was good, and I feel like it's the kind of animated family movie that we've been wanting where it's like, obviously, a group of 20-somethings went and saw it, and we all loved it. But then also, like, the fact that it's safe and clean for kids and is just a really good movie that has some really, like, heart-wrenching stuff in there.
Yeah, no, it's
like,
really brutal. So
I just think it doesn't get enough credit for that, and I really appreciate that. And I thought it was really good. So that's what I have to say about that.
It's good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you agree. Gosh. Okay, guys, number 2. I would just like to say that my number 2 movie of 2025 is a movie that I saw in the theater a few weeks ago, and is a movie that tonight I'm going back to the theater to watch again. That's how much I loved it. And that is Zootopia 2. Now, if you watched our last episode, we did a whole thing about, not to just plug every other episode from this season, but we did a whole thing about how this movie is just phenomenal. And it's crushing box office records like nobody's business, and so deservingly so. It is so good. Just please go watch Zootopia 2. Please go see it in theaters. It's so funny. It's clean. It's great for the family. It's an amazing sequel. The story's phenomenal. It's beautifully animated. The script is great. The soundtrack is great. Like, everything that you need from a Zootopia movie is there. Please go watch Zootopia 2. It's not just a crappy Disney sequel. It's actually phenomenal. Number 2 for the year. 2 for Zootopia 2.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
I'll watch it when it comes to Disney Plus. I have no desire to go back to the movie theaters this year. I'm already tight enough on budget as it is. But
yeah, that's fair.
I'll give it a chance when I can watch it for free. My number 2 is so let me set the stage for you here.
Yeah, let me hear it.
At the beginning of the year, I touted that this movie would be number 1 without a shadow of a doubt. There was not a single movie coming out that I thought would be able to top this in any reasonable way, shape, or form. And in my defense, I believe that. Like, in my defense, I didn't know it was coming down the pipeline. I didn't know. But it did end up at number 2, and that is Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1.
Dude, Infinity... if you told me this time last year that Infinity Castle would be not number 1, like number 2, I'd be like, what on earth could they have made?
Yeah, that's why it was so funny to go back and listen to that episode, because we had not talked about what the number 1 was, because it hadn't come out yet.
We had no idea,
and it wasn't even on like anybody's radar either.
Nope.
But Infinity Castle was good. I think genuinely it could have overtaken my number 1. I think if the pacing wasn't as bad. I think and that's not to say the pacing is bad. It has its fair share of pacing issues, and I think you can clearly tell that it was paced to be cut up into like 6 to 12 episodes, depending on how they wanted to do that. Even if they wanted to like add and extend to some stuff that they couldn't for the movie, because again, it's almost a 3-hour long movie. Like it is like 2 hours and 45 minutes. Well, actually, no, I think it's over 3 hours, right?
Jeez.
Because it's what, 60, 120.
That's crazy.
180. Oh, no. Okay, so it's like 2.5. But that's long for a hand-drawn, like, 2D animated movie like Demon Slayer. And I did enjoy it. I thought it was really good. I thought they adapted the fights really well. I feel like the fights were never ending, which is great because that's how Infinity Castle is. But all of that pacing stuff, I think, makes it really hard to rewatch. And that's what lost it out to my number 1. Is number 1 is not only shorter, but also tells its entire, like, it's a complete story, whereas Infinity Castle is a part 1 of 3. So, like, I also have to give it points down for that, even though, like, going into it, it's going to end on a cliffhanger. So I am really looking forward to the inevitable episode when we get there and Jackson can watch it, because I want to know what you think as someone who has not read this arc in the manga, who is coming like purely from an anime only perspective. Because obviously I'm like, oh, well, the pacing sucks.
Right.
Blah, blah,
Well,
blah,
it's because
blah,
of this,
like,
because
da,
it
da,
was
da, da,
better. Yeah. So you're like the outsider's view.
So I'm very excited for that. But Demon Slayer, number 2.
Number 2.
So,
okay.
How do you want to handle number
Good work.
1? Because there's
Listen.
do we need to address the elephant in the room of who's not here yet?
I think this is maybe the only year we will ever have the same number 1.
We've been doing this for 6 years and it hasn't happened yet.
This is the only number 1, the only time we've ever had the same number 1 movie of the year. Isn't that insane?
And you know why that's funny? That's funny because when I came to you and I said, Jackson, we need to do an episode on this movie. It was so good. You were like, no, it can't
I was
be
like,
that
no,
good.
there's no way.
No.
I was a doubter. I was not a believer. Guys,
Number 1, K-pop Demon Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Banger, baller, dude.
K-pop, dude. You turn on this movie, it shows us how it's done. Done.
Yeah.
Like,
we're going up. It's our moment.
Dude. Oh.
It's so good. I want to watch it again before the end of the year. I really do.
No, me too. Actually, me too. It is so. I mean, we did a whole review, but I think we can just all agree that this is the movie of the year.
Yeah.
Like, it is without a doubt the most timeless movie we've gotten this year. I got the vinyl for my birthday.
Did you really?
And I'm excited.
Oh, that's
I'm very
so
excited.
cool.
I was so back and forth and I was like, is K-pop really going to be my number 1? And then I was like, no other movie I've seen this year had the staying power that K-pop Demon Hunters did. It is so timeless and well done. Like, genuinely a phenomenal film. We did a whole review on it. So freaking good.
I think my favorite part of it is the soundtrack is really good. And I feel like the soundtrack, it doesn't carry the movie because it's a good movie outside of that.
Right.
But I think
it
one
helps
of
a
my
rewatch.
It's one of my favorite movies because of all the Christian stuff in it. Like, when it was not designed to be that way. It was not built from the ground up, unless it was, and I'm missing something. But it's it's also just almost overtly there. And I've had so much fun breaking it down and looking at it analytically and hey, it's here. The story is here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's also just a fun family movie that isn't trying to sell you something. It's not trying to push an agenda. It is everything we have wanted Disney to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also something new. It's a new IP. It's something that is not a sequel or a remake or a retelling or a reboot or whatever. It is unauthentically
completely new.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Never been done before.
Nothing recycled.
And the content, the concept is so out there of you're going to hunt demons, but you're also K-pop singers.
Right.
And you're going to fight the demons with your music. It was a big year for demon slaying movies.
Do you think that if they knew how big this movie was going to be, they would have changed the title?
No.
Yeah?
No, I think the title is what sells it.
I mean, it's what it is, but it's so it's one of those you don't believe it. And then you're like, no, there's no way. And then you're like, oh shoot! They're actually K-pop demon hunters. Wait, you mean to tell me they're actually K-pop demon hunters?
What are we? Some crazy. Kind of K-pop demon hunters?
Dude, it has the soundtrack helps the rewatch so much.
It does.
This is one of those movies that I could turn on any time and I'd be so down. Genuinely, there's some nights where I'm like, shoot, should we just watch K-pop?
The only thing
low-key.
I want to see from this movie is a physical release.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's
just
it. I know
give me the
Netflix isn't
physical.
going to do it. Hey, Netflix, you want to convince me you're going to keep Warner Brothers movies in the theaters and let them operate independently? Put K-pop on a DVD. Do it. Do it, coward.
Shoot,
you won't.
dude.
You put everything else
Shoot,
on
dude.
physical. Do
That's
it with
what I'm
K-pop.
saying.
Do it. You won't.
Okay.
You won't.
So, give me a brief, just like 2-minute summary. Just tell me what you think. Do you think 2025 was a good year for movies?
No, end of story.
Yeah.
No, because if you think about a lot of the stuff that came out this year, I feel like a lot of it was remake, remaster, re-release, whatever, sequel.
Yeah.
Like, I think of Snow White, Lilo and Stitch, How to Train Your Dragon, Jurassic World, Reboot,
Yeah.
7th again, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like, Elio was a flop. Like, there just
Yeah.
wasn't a lot of good stuff, and there wasn't a lot that was pulling me to the theater outside of like your Demon Slayer, your Superman, Dogman, like
Right.
so.
Which all
is
of
funny
those
because-
none of those are original movies.
Right, and what I think is funny is we said last year that it was a rough year for movies, and we were very optimistic about this year, even though half of our lists were hate watches.
Yeah.
And so now to look back on it and be like, okay, it was not a good year. And like we can look and say that 2026 is going to be a good year, but do we really believe that?
Because here's the thing. 2024 had the first Wicked, which was great, and then The Fall Guy and The Wild Robot and Sonic, and even Inside Out 2 was really good. And like Deadpool and Wolverine did really brought a lot of hype. And so I'm like, I also will say there was some 2025 movies that we didn't get to see. Like we didn't see Thunderbolts, we didn't see Frankenstein, we didn't see freaking the new on Netflix. What I really want to watch is the Wake Up Dead Man, the new Knives Out movie.
I've heard it's not very good.
Really? I've
Yeah.
heard very positive things.
I've heard
very
things about it.
positive. Wow. Interesting. So I really want to watch that. I'm curious. So anyway, that's that. I will say that there's probably some that I'm missing, but also I've said it before and I'll say it again. I will only watch movies I'm interested in, and I wasn't interested in so many other things that we were putting out this year. I don't want live action Lilo and Stitch. I don't want the remake of this movie, this sequel to this. Now You See Me had a sequel that I feel like no one cared about. All this, it's just, I feel like until we can go back to doing some original things, that's why K-pop did amazing. That's why Sinners was a huge deal. Stuff like that. I'm there will always be those things. But they used to be the mainstream things, was
Right.
the new innovative ones. And so as those original things, those original concepts fall more into the niche stuff, we need to fight back on that, because currently 2026 doesn't look like it's going to get any better. And so what we're hyped for in 2026 is going to be a very interesting.
What
It's
do we
gonna be a
even
very
have
interesting-
next year?
Avengers Doomsday,
Yippee.
Toy Story 5,
Yippee.
the live action Moana,
Yippee.
The Mandalorian and Grogu,
Okay.
Jumanji 3,
Yippee.
the new Hunger Games movie,
Yippee.
that Chris Pratt AI movie,
Yeah. Oh well, that actually looks kinda
Mercy,
decent.
that looks kind of good.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie. Oh, I forgot about that.
Number one. Anyway, so yeah, that's. Do you want to go over some podcast stats and then get out of here?
Yeah, you got all the stats, bro.
I got that.
You gotta just walk me through all these ridiculous stats because I hate Spotify.
Here's the thing. Just looping back to We Hate Spotify.
Can we do an episode about Epic the Musical and then immediately follow it with an episode about Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey?
That's not a bad idea.
Just-
Okay. No, The Odyssey will probably be my top movie of the year, assuming it's not super skanky. Anyway,
What? No, Christopher Nolan's not that good.
I don't know. Anyway, so
you don't have to pretend.
You don't have to. This is a safe space.
This is a safe space.
We don't do that here. So yeah, I'm now going to read you some arbitrary Spotify stats because I kind of look at these and I'm like, you kind of said the exact same thing last year. So like,
pull up
are
YouTube
you being
stats because YouTube actually
genuine?
gives me something to work with.
So according to Spotify, and I'm just going to be candid, I'm going to read all of them because I don't know how true they are, but we are very happy with all our increase. So total audience 2.6K, which was an 81% increase of last year. Total new audience 2.2K, which is a 999% increase from last year. That's not true at all. Just based on former data that we've looked at that Spotify has reported. So that's just genuinely a lie. But thank you for listening. Me when I lie. Total follows 4.2K follows. Thank you guys so much. Listening time 137,000 minutes of listening, which is 2,000 hours, 95 days, 13 weeks, and 3 months. So
that's a lot.
Thank you so much for all your listening. I'm going to keep scrolling through this migraine-inducing graphic. Our number one episode of the year was about our number one movie of the year. We finally watched K-Pop Demon Hunters review. Got 1.3K plays,
which
on
is now
Spotify,
our most viewed episode of the show, by the way.
Which is a big deal on Spotify to get numbers like that.
Because I had to go to the actual episode because for the longest time, the highest viewed episode was the first episode. And in order to find that information, thanks, Spotify, the literal home menu is...
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I'm not signed in with the right account. Well, I'm not.
When I tell you guys, this is why we hate Spotify. Like, it's just such a terrible UI. I'm not gonna read the video stats because we're canning that. Don't listen to that.
Don't listen to them. We're in the top 10% of video podcasts, but that's because video podcasts are only available on Spotify. So.
Yep. Yeah.
Womp womp.
United States left 84 comments.
Is our top country still Brazil?
Let's see.
I think it is. I think it was Brazil, the U.S., and then the UK.
Yeah, number one country is Brazil. Thank you so much for listening in Brazil. We really, really appreciate you guys. Number 2 is United States, and then 3, 4, 5 is United Kingdom, Germany, and Japan. So, wonderful, just across the board. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you're in any of those countries, shout out to you. We were the top 10 show for 724 fans.
That's crazy.
Top 5 for 457, which is crazy. We were in the guess how many people? We were the number 1 show.
Is it still triple digits?
No, but it's 96 people.
Whoa!
Number 1 for 96. If we were your number 1, thank you so much. Genuinely, thank you. We really just cannot thank you enough. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through this stupid thing.
Yeah, it's so dumb the way it loads. I don't like it either. It's okay.
Yeah, I absolutely hate all of this. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll. It's really, just give me a CSV of this.
No, literally, give me a CSV so I can feed it to ChatGPT. And then it'll tell
no
me.
AI, no AI.
Hey, I said no generative AI. I didn't say I was going to use it to break down stats. Whoa,
brother.
Hey,
guys. Hey. If you made it this far in the episode, thank you so much for listening. If you are one of our top listeners, if you've just been with us from the beginning, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the amazing stuff you've given us. We felt so supported through your comments, through your subscription. And we're just so excited to make 2026 even better. So if you've been with us through this year, lots of big stuff has happened, lots of bumps, lots of great things, lots of difficult things, different things. I think I changed locations 4 times throughout this year. So thank you so much for bearing with us and being with us. We just really, really appreciate your support.
I have one more question I need to ask you before we wrap up here.
Yeah.
So how's your basketball doing?
I was listening to that episode and me being like, I bought a $50 basketball. It's going to get me outside more. I think I used it 3 times. I was like, guys, do not check my Facebook Marketplace. There might be a basketball for sale on there pretty
I just
soon.
when I heard that, I was like, I need to check in on his basketball. Like maybe he's really been using it and it's like he's been doing great about it.
No,
it's like no,
absolutely not.
You should use it in your apartment. Just dribble it in the kitchen. Second floor apartment.
Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. My neighbors would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yep. Do you have
Oh my gosh.
Do you have a favorite episode we did this year?
I'm gonna have to look, honestly, because we did so much good stuff. I really love anytime we can do Q&A.
Yeah.
Anytime we can do Q&A.
I think I have a favorite.
Hold on, let me scrub through really quick. I loved doing an episode with Amy. That was really sweet.
Can't pick the one with your wife. Boo.
Yeah, of course. I think ranking every Lego game was a highlight right after you got engaged.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have a favorite.
Okay, what's your favorite?
I think of the episodes we did this year, I have a top 3.
Okay. Oh, I don't have a top 3. Hold on. Okay, that's 1. I'm gonna say that's 2. And I think that's 3. Okay, I have a top 3. Do you want to start at 3 and then go up?
So I'm gonna say number 3. I think a Minecraft movie and Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
Just because we were so unhinged.
Okay.
And number 2, roasting your worst hot movie takes.
Okay.
Was so much fun. So much fun. Number 1 though, highlight of the year was Should We Pirate Media?
was a good one.
So good, and we got so much heat on Instagram for that, and it was just so entertaining.
I think my top 3 is 145, drafting our favorite childhood shows. That would be number 3. Number 2, 150, a Minecraft movie and Nintendo Switch 2 because we were so unhinged. And then number 1, 158, roasting your worst movie hot takes.
Yes.
Is my number 1. That was such a good episode.
So good. It was so much fun because the people that left the takes were defending themselves in the comments.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. I just love when we can get community engagement. I'm just I love it. Hey guys, we're going to continue doing episodes like that. We're going to keep... Oh, also top 10 animated movies was really good.
Oh, true.
Oh, the streaming episode was really good. We had some banger episodes this year. We really did.
Movies we'd preserve forever.
Classic. I cannot believe that was this year. Whew. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Unless you have anything else to add, I think we're ready to wrap up for the year.
I don't think so. We'll be back in 2 weeks for season 8.
Season 8. Oh
dude, that's
gosh.
crazy.
That's not real. Well, if you made it this far, I just say thank you once again. Cannot say thank you enough. This is an independent production, and it can't exist if you don't watch. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all that you do and your support. If you like what we do here, send it to a friend. Leave 5 stars wherever you're listening. Subscribe on YouTube. We cannot wait for season 8 of the Nerdiest Podcast. 2026 is going to be a huge year, even bigger than 2025. And so we're so excited. We can't wait. We will see you next year. Until then, bye.